Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I wanted to come up here earlier to do this video, but work was just too busy. But I have to do this because it's the last full moon in 2021. We're closing out 2021. So as I'm recording this video, we are like 14 hours away from the full moon in Gemini, which is happening in Hong Kong time, December 19th at 12:35 p.m. around noontime. So adjust the time for your location. This is the last illumination that we will have in 2021, and it is a pretty juicy one because full moon in Gemini, it is the first illumination in this sign that we have since 2020 May, because we were in a eclipse season when Gemini was in the North Node and Sagittarius in the South Node. So the past year and a half, our eclipse season, we have been having new moon and full moon, but there are eclipses in these signs. So this is the first one that we're not in eclipse. And let's see. So in a way, I feel like this full moon in Gemini is actually kind of illuminating and shining a light on our journey for the past 18 months, closing out this cycle, this 18 months of eclipse series that we have, closing out this North Node and South Node journey that we have on Sagittarius and the Gemini axis. So I feel like it is a really nice time to just pause, take a step back, to look at how far we've come, we've grown and learned throughout this past 18 months, to just take a look on our journey, because I'm sure we can agree that there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of things that happened in the past 18 months. So Gemini's ruler is Mercury, which is about communications, our thoughts, the way we think, and the way we talk. And Gemini has this energy of being flexible, to have an open mind, to be curious, to understand that there's sometimes more than one aspect to different things in life. There might be more than one truth. There might be more than one aspect to see, one thing, one subject, one topic. And Sagittarius ruler Jupiter is in Aquarius right now, and it also has that communication aspect in it as well. And during this full moon, Jupiter is forming a trine to the sun, which is a really beautiful, a benefic energy that we're having. And Mercury is in Capricorn right now. It is about structuring our communication, the way we think. So I feel like with all this energy going on, this full moon in Gemini is a very good time for us to seek clarity or to communicate what's been on our mind about certain things in life or in different areas of your life. If you've been feeling that you need some clarity from someone, it is a very good time to communicate. Or you might be on the other end where you're the one who needs to give clarity or to give news or your opinion or anything to the other person. This is a very good time to communicate and to do that. And I feel like during this full moon, a lot of us might have that happening in certain areas in our life, whether it is a communication with a friend, a lover, family members, your boss, your colleagues about certain matters in different areas of your life. I think it's very good to make use of this energy to do that. And I think even if you're not at the point where you want to have that conversation or to communicate, it is also a very good time to just have that thought in your mind. You're maybe using this energy to really help you to solidify your decision. You might feel like you're ready to make that decision, to confirm on something, or to make that move to seek clarity or to give clarity. So it depends which side you're on. And I've been listening to an astrologer that I really like, and she mentioned something that that's very useful, and I went on and do a little bit of research and digging on my own, and I just like to share that information with you as well. If you know your chart, or if you know which house Gemini is ruling on in your chart, I think that house is being activated and is being quite active over the past year and a half because of the nodes in Gemini, but also because of a lot of aspect that we had and will have. So this house in your chart is, as she said, is kind of going through a construction, which I love the way she used, because last year we had a Venus retrograde in Gemini, and then we also have a Mercury retrograde in Gemini earlier in around June this year, and now we have a full moon in Gemini. So it's kind of like Venus was helping us to shift or change or our values on certain things in life. And then as we move to June, we have Mercury to give us a chance to revisit, reflect on things in life if we want to make any changes, or if we have any more information that help us along the journey. And now we're taking a step back to look at how far we've come. And then this house is not done yet, because next year in 2022, we will have other transit in Gemini as well. We will have another Mercury retrograde in Gemini, but it will be only for a little bit, because it will be split between Taurus and Gemini. And then at the end of next year, Mars is going to retrograde in Gemini. So it will be a time when we slow down to reassess and to see how we want to take action on different areas in our life, especially on things that going on with the house that is ruled by Gemini in our chart. So you can take a look and see what is that for you. But I really love the analogy that she has, so I'm just sharing and with you here. And also, let's see. And I also think that this full moon in Gemini kind of really sets the tone, a good tone for us, because just a few hours after the full moon in Gemini, we have Venus retrograding in Capricorn, and Chiron, the astral, also goes direct in Aries. So it's very busy. There's a lot of planetary energy going on 19th on that day around the full moon in Gemini. But I really like the energy of the full moon in Gemini brings in to kind of help us set the tone for this Venus retrograde, because Gemini is bringing in an energy to let us know that it is okay to not know everything, and it is okay to want to change your mind, or to do more research, or to seek more answers, or to do a little bit more digging. And Gemini reminds us to be curious, to stay curious, and to have an open mind, to know that sometimes there might be more than one aspect to everything, so that it is good to have this energy to carry on as we enter the Venus retrograde in Capricorn. It will help us to have that flexibility and open mind as we start to look at our values, our relationships, all the relationships, because during Venus retrograde, that's what we'll be doing. We will reassess our values. We'll look at all our relationships. How do we value them? How do we see them? How do we prioritize them? Do we change the way we see them? Do we still want to invest in them? And so on and so forth. So I really like this full moon in Gemini energy as we're closing out 2021 as well. So this is just a little information that I want to share with you guys as well. So I hope this information helps you as you navigate your journey for the rest of 2021, for this last couple of weeks. And now we'll go on to a general collective reading. Hi everyone, this is the collective tarot reading for this full moon in Gemini, and I save you guys sometimes so you don't have to wait for me to shuffle and get all the cards out. And oh my god, look at the cards we got here. There's just so much synchronicity. So I wanted to let you guys look at the card as well, because maybe the numbers, the pictures, the animals, or the signs might mean something to you. So let's get to it. So what I see here is that the energy really resonated with the full moon in Gemini. Some of us might have been going through some tougher time. We have been dealing with some situations or areas in our life where we are struggling, where we might not be getting the clarity that we need, or we might have conflict or tensions that we have built up with some people in our life, and we really arrive at the point where we're ready to communicate. So if there's areas in your life that you've experienced some sadness, heartbreaks, or just not having some kind of clarity regarding to your situation, I see that around this time, either the other party will reach out and to give you some clarity, or to give you the answers that you might been waiting for. Or I also see that you might be the one who actually be like, okay, that's it, I think I've waited long enough, or I'm ready to go ask that person to get clarity, or to sort out something, to clear the air. I'm ready to talk to my boss. I'm ready to communicate with my family member regarding to that tension that I've been feeling, or I'm ready to speak up for myself, to stand up for myself in some kind of situation. It can be anything. I mean, it really depends what area you're feeling that in your life. It can be a work situation with colleagues, with your colleagues, your clients, your boss, or your friends, family member, or with a lover, or actually it might be within yourself, that you've been struggling with your own thoughts, that you have been maybe you got some insight or news about things in your life, and you have been having a hard time dealing with it, with the truth that you've been receiving. But now you're finally at the point where you process it, that you're ready to heal, you're coming out of it. And maybe there's a situation in your life where you're being asked to make a choice, to pick a side, to decide which way you're gonna go, or things like that. And now you finally drop down to your heart, to listen to your heart. What do you really want? What sparks your joy? What do you truly desire? You're at the point where you stop lying to yourself, that you're going to face your own truth, to make the choice from your heart, to speak from your heart. And here we see why I said that it is so powerful is we have this card, the Lovers. Number 6 is a major arcana, and guess what? It is the card of Gemini, the duality, the twins. It doesn't have to be regarding to love. Of course it can be, but the Lovers card, in traditional tarot, it used to be called the choices. Is finding the balance in the duality, to make the choice between the two. So some of us might have been juggling two choices, or thinking about which we want to pick, which direction we want to go. And finally we're coming to the point where maybe this full moon in Gemini is going to shed some light on your situation or on your heart, to let you know that, oh, this is what I truly want and desire. This is the direction I truly want to head to. So you're gonna go and make that move. And we got some Moonology card, which also really speaks to the energy too. We have the first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power, which I also mentioned earlier, that Chiron, the astral, is going direct in Aries on the 19th. So that is the energy. Maybe you're finally going to step into your power, to make that choice, to have that conversation, to communicate, to seek that clarity, or you're the one maybe who is giving that clarity to somebody. And then we have full moon in Aquarius, which is where Jupiter is. And right now, be real. Yeah, be real. Listen to your heart. What is your heart telling you? What do you truly want? And then we have first quarter moon in Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Speak your world into being. So it is time to communicate, not just being so up in your head all the time, to bring it out, to communicate, to speak your word into the world, to that person, to that situation. We have done enough thinking, contemplating, and then it is time for you to now communicate, to be curious, to give or ask for that clarity. And then I got a animal spirit card for us. It is card 51, Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful, which is again a Gemini energy. Be playful, be curious, that young, curious energy, that's playful, that's curious, that's wanting to seek knowledge and to question. And card 51, which breaks down to 6, which is also number 6, Lovers, which is also the number 6, duality, finding the balance in all things. And I just want to read from the guidebook the message for you as well. So card 51, Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Sandpipers are like cute little clowns poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of Sandpiper Spirit is a sign that now is the time to engage your playfulness. Whatever task you have before you, perform them with a lightness of being. Explore the familiar, discovering the new and the old. Who knows what treasure awaits you when you let yourself laugh and have fun? Sandpiper Spirit's happy and curious nature can help you to feel rejuvenate as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. So I love this energy. It is to remind us that yes, we might be in some icky, tough situation where we might have to be the one who delivers some hard truth, clarity to the other person, or the other way around. But during this process, don't forget to stay curious, to stay playful and open-minded. Not everything have to be doom and gray, right? And even though it might be hard, but try to see the lighter side of it. Now that you have the clarity you finally have been wanting, you have the answer, and now you can move on. You can continue. You know where to go. So just embrace this energy. And here we have a card from the Wisdom of Oracle deck, card 12, a change in the wind. 12 breaks down to 3, which is about expansion, which is very much the energy of the Jupiter and Sagittarius. So we can see that there might be a change in the wind now, because now that you have done your thinking, you're ready to make that move, to make that change, to make that decision that you've been wanting to, or vice versa. I want to read from the guidebook for you as well. Card 12, a change in the wind, a sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the wind will blow. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change. Right. To want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. I agree. Now is the time of transformation, as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectation. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Can this card be more Gemini? We have so many cards that has this energy asking us to be playful, to stay open and curious, although we might not always know where the next step is, where the direction is, or the unknown, but this is where all thing is possible. This is where the magic is. This is where anything is possible. So no matter which area in your life that you are going through that feels hard, or that you need clarity, or you want answer, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to speak. And regardless what happens, embrace it. Change is the only constant in life. So let us just embrace it. There's going to be a lot more planetary energy transit going on during the last couple weeks of December. Change is inevitable, but change is also how we grow, we learn and evolve. So I am sending you so much love. Happy full moon in Gemini. I hope this resonates. Feel free to give me some comments below. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.